So I hope this find you well, that you can write, you can practice writing. That will help you to improve your memory and personality. Like Mars Orbiter mission was launched with scientific foresight, and it is essential. Applied spirituality is helpful. Saraswati Namastubhyam Vade Kamrupni Vidyarupa Vishalakshi Vidyam Dehi Namastute. Devi Saraswati blesses everyone with skills, knowledge, and capacity to perform their work. Yeah, speaking along with reading, writing, listening, understanding is also essential. Challenges है to catch the one who had or has or have instinct of thieving of other kinds of instincts. I have to leave the required skill and learn to deal with the such circumstances. लाइक चोरी वोरी कोई करता है तो देखना है चोर के चोर मौसेरे भाई टाइप का जो चीज़ होती हैं तो उनका जो क्ल्यू है इफ़ यू विल थिंक अबाउट इन्वेस्टिगेशन यू कैन फाइंड एंड ट्रेनिंग इज इसेंशियली रिक्वायर्ड लाइक मैन एनिमल पेट एनिमल्स वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन अननाम टेड्रस लाइक तोरा आँख न है दिखाई न देता है और यू आर इंटेंशनली इग्नोरिंग द थिंग्स about police. Police is a public officer for legal investigation and crime emergency. POLICE. BRDP is Bureau of Police Research and Development. BRDP. India measures this. About criminal psychology, you will think like you should observe and understand to trace the betrayal, to observe the justice, about intent, to beat like why, who, when, who are enemies, how to retaliate and revive. Then about other things like margins of vaccine are under probe. Then it to be checked that whether it was used for production or increase of market consumption of medicines or something else, pharmaceutical industries. It should be checked with like its relationship on COVID-19 and its related effect on our life. There are tips like monetization, cash flow, land tracing the cash flow, potential means of expenditure like glossary, food items, dairy products, consumable rations, essentials, transportation, so on. If you will check, then you will find some clues. Think about life and personal management tips. Like land is being soft into the village or sold into the village. How it could be like managed properly. To like they paid 50,000 into the home ornaments, retrieved laptops like 0.5 kotha, total amount 4.5 lakh, 2.5 lakh, then it will be 2 lakh, 2 lakh for rent paid, 16,000 for ornaments, a payment of debt with interest, 13.5 thousand for mobile, no fight with anyone about in-laws house, about income, need income. Like for example, Niranjan received or recovered from such kind of like emotional trauma. If you will think about different points, it will help you to manage your lives. These are few of the examples. There may be certain bahana of the people. Like for example, 4.5 lakh people are asking for some money from someone and they are intentionally ignoring. There might be certain intent of their own vestige interest. Think about rent paid, water tank, home, kilometer, CM, enemy. You can think about the things. Then issue shared, like source of income, source of income, source of income, source of income, source of income. There are different kind of things. Money earning is primary. Then how to earn? You should think. The next is about prime focus, shifting your focus. Time 15 minutes, 24 October 2021. And I have voiced like observation about family. Think about your family. Like if I am sharing about mine, like my father, my mother, brother, sister. If I will think about them, I can plan to help them. You can think about them. You can think about your parents. You can plan accordingly. And as I need money to help them, you also need money to help your parents. Talking with the younger sister after a long period of time, she told me to send money. Then about talking, like to send money. Deepavali on 4th November, buy to eat rice, pulses, vegetable, litti. You can think like they will be sharing like where is your father, what he is doing. These are the sources of information. Like you have seen, you have listened a song. संदेश आते हैं कि घर कब आओगे एक बॉर्डर फिल्म का गाना है. आप लोग भी लिखते हैं, बात करते हैं तो संदेशों का प्रचार प्रसार होता है. एवरीबॉडी शुड लर्न. यजमान का कर्मकांड ये सभी पार्ट है लाइफ का. थिंक अबाउट Jivikoparjan, Yagyopavitra, to go outside for work, no abusing, ask problem. You can ask about problems of mom and others, whether they will be sharing. Like she told at that day, like there is no problem. Dental ache, blood pressure high, concern for me that I am out from home since long time, outside for work. She asked for food and earning, and she told about the well-being of the in-laws. Then told to talk Chanchla. She told about water, pipes, cement repairing. Then has idea about communication, writing, implementation. Everybody should think like if you will plan about your household, like tank, pipe, cement, labor charges are required for its proper development. You can think about critics of sources. Like if I am sharing about my land related judicial concerns, then it is Janipur Fulwai Sharif on local market. And if I have discussed with my sister, she told about home plaster to contact local vendors, about health, contacted younger brother. He was not responding. Then from Chancellor, like studied books, eats and cooks, own food, not applied for job, want to work on bioworld, like production and development related with agriculture, produces and biotechnology. Agriculture, population, land resources, construction. Then agriculture area is decreasing because as agriculture we think about it, population is increasing, land resources will decrease, construction will increase, agriculture area will decrease, people will have money and need money for basic necessities, food. Then how to earn on international matter also you should think think about corona victims, God, human life, money, ration at home, earlier agriculture, then bioworld work, village life is happy life, complaining about income, Arvind Mama, whereabouts, like would visit home, company, NGO registration, lane 1, lane 2, lane 3. They're like 2 lane, 4 lane, 8 lane, like developed, what we can say, and improved infrastructure facility of the roads. There would be revolt. But why? If people are not being helped properly, there would be revolt. Then people should be helped properly. Think about market, whether market is essential or what we can say food security is essential. About monetary transaction is also essential, but supply of essential goods are also essential. Then how to generate income generation is basic priority. Think about business, think about heavy vehicles and their related management, because the people suffers pain and vulnerability of accidents while traveling. So heavy vehicles should be regulated properly for the safety of the life of the passengers and bypassers. Team building is essentially required. Like examples, I talk with someone. Arvind Pathak will arrive in November. I will have to go to communicate through. BioWorld will support all. BioWorld, like knowledge secret keyboard, is Bio plus World. Bio means life, and World is habitat nivas. Bio botany, zoology, animal, other things like quadrates, non-quadrates. You can learn. I remember my teacher to whom he has conducted a class for me, like five kingdom classification, Carolus Linnaeus, binomial nomenclature, human Homo sapiens. Recalling is essentially required. Think about life. Life has two aspects like microcosm on planet Earth. Microcosm deals about exosphere, life on exosphere. Then these are the what we can say classification, diagram, layout of the globe, how it is happening. There are continents, sea हैं, countries हैं. Then biodiversity, human and other species, human, human, humans, biomass, basic necessities like time, daily. I should phone. Everybody should think. Like had a conversation on normal basics, but after a long interval of time, previous experience, I was abusing them for not following me. I used to resist them to not call or follow me. But after some time, emotion changes in our relationship. It is better to remain separated or united unless and until you control your emotions. Independent of thought, is a matter of conflict of interest among people. Person A is mother, person B is sister, person C younger brother, person D father. Everybody has their own independence of thoughts, and clashes of conflict of interest causes some sort of disputes among the family members also. But behavior pattern like watching video on and writing long duration thinking an issue pertaining to the life of the inhabiting people on this planet Earth. Think about circumstances like I was not contacting them since long time. They might have their own journey of life. Think about way forward for their life. Everybody is busy with their own life and challenges of their own life. So everybody's choice must be respected. Like I have to call or visit. You can plan whether you have to call or visit them or not. I have to understand the need for future and everybody should. I have to change my own temperament and everybody should think about changing their temperament to remain peacefully. And about context like nani, mamu, home, about papa, observes, pigeons, food on time, rest as per age, talk about marriage, a person to marry, get married, mamu plus gapu, beta, Raghupat, they went somewhere, they discussed, and after passage of time, some information remains useless, but some information remains useful. Like concerns for her marriage or his marriage, worry about future. Everybody think about marriage, adat, khana banana, khana, daily rasoi, gas, utensil, cereals, vegetables, groceries. I cook for myself. Then difference in village and urban life, you can think there are certain aspects like suggested to talk about plumbing for assuring water availability everywhere, role of management of household affairs, then issue of financial management to search a person to guide. Again, try to contact younger brother. Now I have to focus on other essential issues. So it's a phase of life how we communicate. We discuss with someone. After some time, we have to focus on our own vision, our own mission. Time passes and things changes. I was watching a presentation on Vision 2050 by Mr. Ajit Doval, the National Security Advisor of India, and discussed about Prime Minister India and other things like will China rise for peaceful to be peaceful? Yes, my perspective will be yes. Every country will rise and develop to be peaceful. Our open pluralistic society governs by law. It is governed by law. Then global youth will workforce think that how they are assuring their participation in mainstreaming of the economy and education. Till 2030, India will be first, third economy power. Every country aspires and plans their own vision, their own mission, their own aim, and they aspire to perform their activities for accomplishment of those goals. But Human Development Index related development is the real index of development. Technology, space, fibers, nanotechnology are few of the what we can say streams for investment. Think about optical fibers, National Ekta Day in honorary memory of the era. Then their leaders are talking about on their needs. Think about National Ekta Parade. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel is respected person. Our prospered country, integrated an integral component since thousands and thousands of years, are part and parcel of our culture and civilization. Think about like Honorable Mr. National Security Advisor had taken sincere cognizance on the mobile application since the inception of concept related with Universal Declaration of Technology and technical terminology of pandemic. Further, Mr. Prime Minister of India was sharing. Here I was writing in present, then it is sharing. But today I will say was sharing his own sense of gratitude and appreciation regarding the contribution of intellectuals on interdisciplinary and multidimensional facet of sustainable development, an issue related with the honorary courtesy and sincere devotees and devotions of senses of belongingness with their common interface of interaction regarding the holistic development, Ministry of Women and Child Development, Home Ministry, Finance Ministry, Custom Ministry, Banking Regulation Bureau, and further they were talking about the significance of opportunities and opportunistic and optimistic hopes and PM Gati Shakti scheme. I have reviewed the video presentation by National Security Advisor and Honorable Prime Minister of India. Onwards, like Noj as a stillman of India and consolidator of the Democratic Federal liberated India and contributed in different domains of the studies regarding promotion of the values and rituals of speech and writings. People who deals with the matter related with the affairs of the state, cultural heritage, climate, banking, electronics and communication need to be respected. Principal Secretary of the Ministry of Home and RBI, Reserve Bank of India should also speak on relevant topics at related, what we can say, forums and platforms. The reviewed speech from 3rd January 1948 regarding the issue related with review of the grievances and concerns related with the federal consolidation with the purpose of ownership of constitutional affairs and Honorable Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel also spoke well on relevant issues of national and international significance for socialist development of the society. He also referred about the members of the shadowed shades of the life related with talks on related affairs. Slight transition with the speech and discussion on essential topics of life is supporting the essence of the interaction of international interface of observation. अभी G20 summit है. G20 summit I have attended online. Honorable Prime Minister of Italy is speaking on the contribution of the agenda and follow up reports on multiple aspects of governance and public administration and policies, formulation and implementation. She is sharing the concern related with the potential of shared participation on live for the purpose of reading and communication on the Queen of the Netherlands, Miss Queen Maxima also shared. She referred about and participants of the MSMEs, small and middle level enterprises, adaptation of the digital technology would support the process of calibration of communication of life. Personal monitors are available to all leaders. With reference to the participation of conveners of the sessions for observing the essential transition and shifting of the frame of reference for the discussion process related with formal greetings and hospitality for ensuring lucid entry and sharing regards to the technical exports for life. Issue related with the climate change and global health management are essential for life. I wrote it on 30th October 2021. Then I was watching a video. I wrote something, that's why I could be able to read it any further. Then on 30th October 2021, I wrote like promotion for second term should not be given to the General Secretary of the United World Health Assembly 2020 or World Health Organization. We have to understand the need and understanding related with the sequences and related consequences of the decision and its related outcomes on the changes or transformation of the living practices and observations of the established means of correspondence for the purpose of cognizance and attentions regarding the needs and essential for life. We travel here and there to observe solace and solitude regarding the purpose of observation and things which had happened and sequence of activities related with the multidimensional observation of the changes into the lifestyle of the people across the globe for observation of the day-to-day basis observation of the interaction of the children's and young people and adults old age persons, people using cigarettes, biddies, chewable products, other substantial substances, and specific chemicals for the purpose of the healing and treatment of different internal organs and external organs related with weakness, wound, losses of the blood, losses of the blood, cardiovascular related vulnerabilities, symptoms of seasonal allergies, and capacity of the autoimmune response mechanism of the body for responding towards the stimulants and related group communication are required for assuring behavior changing communication for the safety of the people. Children are eating, reading, playing internet based video games. They are not going to the schools and small children are not even aware of the sequence of the incidents which had taken place during the period of 2020 to 2021. People across the globe will observe the changes in the lifestyle. Interaction among the children are harmonized. They are expressing essential activities and concerns on observation of their life. Children goes to the schools and sits in their classrooms and observes different changes into the lifestyle of their companion. Ignorance of the small children towards available means of service delivery regarding the essential and emergency needs of treatment for healing of the victims from different communicable and non-communicable diseases should also be taken into the consideration. Children and their in-laws are observing the changes in their regular periodic observation and understanding for adaptation required change in their lifestyle. Then on 1st November 2021 post-COVID management observation reports for review. It seems that the COVID-19 pandemic had caused global disturbance which appeared as catastrophe as of the revolution of Russia which took place during 1914 to 1917. It was referred in that video presentation. Disturbance in global consensus regarding the vulnerability of the system failure or system management due to the limitations of the intellect and perseverance of the global leaders for dealing with the adversities related with the different chapters of the affairs of the state. G20 summit is going on in Italy. Review of this statement submitted by the President of the Italy to the United Nations General Assembly 76-2021 gives an insight regarding their commitments to adhere with the framework and charters of the UN bodies. His understanding and interaction for the purpose of the promotion of the values and program of United Nations represents the commitment of the country. Initiated review of the presentation on UNFCCC COP26 to understand the contents of the communication. United Nations Framework on Climate Change. Secretary Patricia Spinaja acknowledged the advantage of using advanced communication interface of technology. She emphasized on the Paris Agreement, UN Climate Change National Intended Demand Contribution Synthesis report was published. It gave an insight on the vulnerability and challenges of climate change. She also referred about the Industrial Revolution which had happened 2 centuries ago. Review on the addresses by the Prime Minister of India to the G20 gives an insight about the commitment of India for offering service and resource to the participating and partnering countries regarding pandemic management, climate change mitigation, and establishment of peaceful habitative environment. United States of America, Brazil, France, Italy, Germany, and other influencing leaders are going on. Influencing leaders are presenting their presentations. But classification of the contents of the conferences, meetings, and discussions provides base for observing the role and influence of the global leaders towards orientation and promotion of the essential objectives for building a sustainable and peaceful, prosperous future. Paris Agreement related with greenhouse gas emissions avails framework on technical and financial aspects of interventions through global partnership. Report by Al Jazeera gave a synopsis of the causes, consequences, initiatives taken to deal with the